issues I was having before was pretty much everywhere. So tight calves, tight hip flexors, glute, lower back as well. I used to suffer every time I play football. I would have really tight lower back. So yeah, it was really restricting my performance, and it would take me a long time to sort of recover between sessions.
Yeah. So when you started, obviously when we started, we had a lot of fascial adhesions, and we also had, when you did the elevated tau curls, what did you feel on week 1 versus what do you feel now on the elevated tau curls?
Yeah, it's a great question because you kind of forget how far you've come in the process and the journey. But yeah, I think week 1, week 2, I just felt it in the calf like nowhere else. And then towards the end of the program, it was less so in the calf, and then definitely getting a really strong response in the glute.
Okay, so it's not a figment of imagination. You do really feel in the glutes.
Totally, yeah. Like from the first curl, I get an instant trigger, an instant response on the glute, and it just keeps sustaining through the whole exercise.
Yeah. So in our training, obviously, it's not straight up. It's up and downs and up and downs, and we also took a break in between
We did.
for the vacation. But how did you feel in terms of this training and compared to any other form of training that you had before?
Yeah, I think it's hard work, first of all. But I think with traditional training that probably most people have done, the gym, the kind of rehab exercises you get given with the elastic bands, the rubber bands, those sort of things, they seem like they're doing something, but the issues repeat themselves. So they by definition can't be working, because if they worked, you wouldn't need to keep doing them over and over. So but with the training we do, you could definitely sense some changes were happening, and hitting the milestone. So week 6 was a big milestone for me, where I really started to understand and feel the change in my body, and that was manifesting in the performance on the pitch as well. And it gave me the confidence to really focus and concentrate on what I was doing, because I could see that it was working. And that's the thing, you see the results and you trust and believe in the process way more.
And when you say that you did experience the result, like what type of result were you seeing on the pitch?
Yeah, it wasn't what I was really expecting, but it was things like my reaction time, my speed, maybe not sprinting speed, but just speed of play. The game seemed to slow down. I could anticipate things quicker. 50-50s tackles was stronger. So yeah, it just fed into my confidence, that then allowed me to play better and have more time on the ball and pick different passes that maybe I wouldn't have been able to do. So it really started to see that side of the performance as well improve.
Got it. And in terms of the recovery, like what does your body feel now versus, when you first started the program?
Yeah, so thinking back to those days, it would take days to recover. And I would do a bit of foam rolling, but I would barely be able to walk, and I would be in pain. Everywhere was tight, everywhere was sore. Getting out of bed the next day was like almost impossible. But now, I'm playing back-to-back games, and it's fine. I play on the Monday, I play on the Sunday, play on Wednesday. My body feels pretty fresh and recovered to go again.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for, participating in this program with me. And I know it's a lot of work that you have put in, and I thank you for that. But, also you got the result. Some of them you don't even expect, but I'm happy that the result came.
Yeah, me too. I'm so grateful. It's one of the Best decisions I've made, because I love playing football, but I was worried that I wouldn't be able to continue, that I'd have to give it up and stop and just kind of go, oh, I'm getting old, too many injuries. But it's kind of given me a new lease of life now, and I feel like I can go on forever.
Great. And in your own words, this is the last question. In your own words, let's say if you need to explain Hyperarch Fascia training to a 6-year-old, how would you describe this training?
Wow, okay. It's a very holistic approach that tries to link mind and body. Something that sounds and appears that it might be easy actually is really demanding, and kind of really taxing on your central nervous system. Like, yeah, you may not be jumping around and doing, 100-kilo bench press, but you really feel like you've put your body through a big test every session. But that's part of the growth and reward aspect, is that you successfully complete the workouts, the trainings, and you feel better for it.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, coach.